Keepers have hidden the Talisman of Fire in a place they call the Lost City. Some kind of cataclysm buried the place underground ages ago. The Keepers have sealed the access to the city, a cleft in the river bottom near the east side. If the materials in the library are right, the strange stone I found can be used to open that seal. I've also got a map. It's so old the edges crumble in my hands. It shows the city, or at least how it was back then. I hope the old place hasn't changed much.
The Lost City. Difficulty hard. The sealed entrance to the Lost City is supposed to be at the bottom of the river around here somewhere. Getting past that is the first step. The Lost City must have a lot of lost treasure in it. Find some of it. An expedition the Keepers sent once to map the Lost City never returned. They'll owe you a favor if you can recover the medallions from the remains. And you can never have too many of those in this business. The Talisman of Fire was hidden in the Lost City long ago. Time for it to go. Finding the talismans is well and good. Or the talisman, just one talisman, but you'll have to get back out for it to be worth it. Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Thief Gold. And my favorite mission in Thief the Dark Project was the Lost City. And I think it still is in Thief Gold as well. I love this mission. In my very first time doing this mission, I loved how alien this area felt when I was finally down in it because of the creatures that were down there. I liked the setting down here as well because you felt so alone down here, given the other monsters that were crawling down here with you. And I love the idea of getting to this place and exploring a location that's been forgotten for some time, being that I'm a huge fan of exploration. Thief Gold ruined all of this. But I still like this mission a lot from the memories of what it once had been. Let's get to the deployment screen. This mission has been heavily adjusted in Thief Gold. There are hand mages down here now. As I mentioned some videos ago, instead of there being any craymen, there will be, to my knowledge, no craymen down this mission at all. But there will be another new creature we haven't seen before down here. Garrett, of course, doesn't know what's waiting him, so we'll prepare as if he's going down to an unexplored location and potentially dealing with fire, since there is a fire talisman down here after all. Now, there is, before I get going, I'll quickly explain this last bit too, or rather warn you guys, that there is a secret in the very beginning of the game, before we even get into the river and use our key there. I'm going to go get the secret. It's going to take some time to get it, or could, and I will be not keeping the immersion or the atmosphere during this time. I'll be talking about random things, because it's going to take a bit of effort to get this secret, given how difficult it is to use our rope arrows to acquire it. Alright, so what else can we talk about before we get going? In Thief Gold, this mission has only one talisman in it, the Fire Talisman. I believe that in Thief Dark Project, the Water and Fire Talismans were both located in this mission, at opposite ends of the Lost City. I don't think the map is that different between the two otherwise. There's some different creatures. No Water Talisman or the area it was in will be located here either. And Crayman replaced with the Hand Brotherhood down here. Alright, so let's go ahead and get ready for this. So Garrett isn't taking as much weaponry as I would have liked him to take down here this time, but 30 broadhead arrows is a decent amount of them to start. We're likely to encounter spiders down here, and those will be handy for dealing with them. Given we have 30 of these, I don't really envision us needing more than this, so we won't be purchasing any more. We do have the Fire Talisman down here, and on the off chance that water might be needed to acquire it, maybe it's warded or something of the sort, let's take at least 12 more water arrows with us. I said I'd purchase all tips before we go on missions, and we see some papyrus here, but this is not a tip. This is a commission. An acquaintance will sell you a commission he has to pick up some antiquities which you may be able to find around the Lost City. It's $150 to purchase this commission, but I believe you can get twice as much from items that aren't worth anything to you if you do pick up this commission. They'll be worth treasure instead. Let's go ahead and purchase it. You're sacrificing some of your money in this mission for a potential higher payout in the next one. Next, we start with the healing potion, which is phenomenal. Good. I think, though, we'll probably take another, just in case we need it. Flash bombs could be useful. Let's take one of these. I see 2 rope arrows, but I wouldn't mind having at least one more. Let's purchase one at least to start. And since they're selling gas arrows to us, why not purchase one of these too? I will say now that you, to my recollection, need a gas arrow to complete this mission. You must have one. I might be wrong, but I don't know how else you would get the fire talisman. I'm pretty sure. Alright, so I was mentioning the water arrows and dealing and the fire talisman being warded, and it is warded, but it's a gas arrow that gets rid of the ward, not a water arrow. And this is where I'm going to complain a little bit more about Thief Gold, where I wag my finger at Thief Gold and say, you messed up! Because there is no creature, to my knowledge, that drops gas arrows for you so you can complete the quest. Only water arrows, right? Those flame wraiths, whatever they are, that walk around, that when you shoot them enough, you get fire arrows. But in this mission, they didn't do the same thing. There's no air wraith or something of the sort walking around, and you may end up at that fire talisman with no gas arrows, and I have no clue how you pick up the fire talisman. Maybe you can just pluck it up from its pedestal and take a lot of damage, I suppose, in doing so, but I don't think you're allowed to take it. Well, in any case, we're buying at least one of them. $612 left. Let's get another rope arrow. We'll take a flash bomb with us. And it is tempting to get either a speed potion or a breath potion, but these are 500 gold. It's 125 if I want a breath potion. Can I get 500 gold somehow? Well, actually, we could sell back our one healing potion, keep just one of them, take the speed potion and a breath potion instead. No, I don't think I want the speed potion. I mean, I do want it, but I don't have the money for it, so no, we're not going to take that. I will take a second healing potion instead. And I will grab back this flash bomb. Second flash bomb? You sure, Tim? Yeah, we start with a healing potion, Tim. This is your second healing potion. You don't need a third. $87 left over. It's not enough for any of this. Take a few more broadhead arrows. Okay, this looks good to me. Plenty of water arrows to hopefully deal with the fire talisman, and if it's warded, that's what Garrett's thinking. We're not expecting to find a whole lot of torches lit or anything of the sort down there, right? It's been an age since anyone's been down here. So we'll be able to use the shadows to our advantage, I would imagine. Broadhead arrows will deal with any spiders we find. 2 gas arrows, just in case we meet Crayman down there, would probably be what Garrett's thinking. 2 extra rope arrows, so we can actually afford to lose one if necessary. 2 healing potions will make up for any nasty falls we have. Our breath potions, we do have to go into the river. We'll bring one of those with us. Some flash bombs to help us get away if we get caught. Alright, on the commission, since we're going down to a place where we're likely to find some decent loot. Let's get started. Now, I mentioned that I'm going to kind of ruin the atmosphere at the beginning here. This place should look familiar to you, by the way. Or maybe it would. We ran here at the end of Framed. This is our home turf. It's laid out exactly the same, and I'm a large fan of when games have you go back through prior levels in order to explore different portions of them. Dishonored did this, for example, and I really liked what they did with the second and third missions, which have you adventure into that area of the city. I forget what Dunwalt was the name of the city, but I forget the name of that area. Right now we're walking around, let's see if there's any loot out here, while listening to see if there's any guards that might be around. I don't hear anyone whistling. If you had jumped into the river while fleeing and framed in this area, you would have actually found the slot that our key is placed into. By the way, another nice touch, when in advance they put that there, as opposed to not adding it in that map and then just adding it in this when you return to this area in a future mission. We can see what we're interested in right there. But first, the secret. There is something on the other side of this sealed gate. We cannot mantle up into this. It's not allowed. So, we will need to instead get over that arc. To do that, we'll need to use a rope arrow someplace over here. It is wood. Let's try using a rope arrow here. We need quite a bit of height for this. The slope of this roof is such that we cannot actually stay on it. We will be forced to drop off of it. And I'm going to do quite a bit of quick saving here as well, everyone, to help me with this. Uh-oh, and I may have wasted that rope arrow. Yep. Sometimes rope arrows do not let you actually climb into them. Alright, well that sucks. Alright. Made it over. Nice. Only one real attempt to do so far. As for what's back here, we have two more rope arrows and 3 standard broadheads. Looks like this stuff was meant for the market at some point. And a tiny bit of goldware here. Now to get back over. You'll note that the sides this time, in this area, the sides, these walls are indented slightly. Getting over this is going to be tougher from this direction. I have tried numerous times to stack the boxes to get me over this so I can mantle them, and it does not work. I'm instead, though, going to throw some of these over the wall, in the hope that we might land on one of them in the future when we come back over this, which might break our fall a little bit. Okay, let's see if we can do this. We got to be really close to the very top of this segment, and we're going to have to lose this rope arrow. Okay. injured ourselves just slightly, but we managed to make it. To toss the boxes too far. That was not so bad in the end. And now, let's actually start the mission. We didn't read about what the key said back at the inventory, but I believe it mentions that this stone should be able to unlock the way down to the Lost City. I'm going to assume that that wall was not airtight, given that there is quite a bit of water here. Nothing under the water in this area. No loot either. But we shouldn't expect anything here. This area's been sealed off for who knows how long. We'll take a look at the map together and the commission when we get a little bit further down to the Lost City. You never need a breath potion to complete a mission. We could have surfaced for air at a different point in the river. And we can immediately hear hissing. Spiders. Let's deal with these and then we'll look at our map. We maybe get into some shadow. Three small spiders. A little too fast for me to hit it when moving. Oh, quite a fall down there. But we could clamber up on this side had we fallen down into that little lagoon. Okay, let's look at our map. As Garrett said, this is the map of the city, not any individual place. It would seem like this is the fire tower. And only now looking at this do I realize that this hints that you need to breathe on the fire to get rid of it. This, I think, is probably a tomb over here, is what these symbolized. bridge of some sort will lead to this area. Wheat fields? Fishing? A market, probably. Potentially a library, since I see a scroll up there. I'm not sure what this means at all. Another bridge leading to that area? We'll probably find out more, we will, about what these are as we explore the city. As for our commission... Sangar, let me know if you ever come across any good antiquities in your, explorations. I'd be particularly interested in any ritual headdresses and masks. The golden emma work from Cyric is increasingly rare. I need to point out that if you ever found something dating back to the precursors, I'd make you a rich man. Bram Gervasius. That name sounds familiar to me. I think we encountered that name in a different thief mission. I do not remember if you need this with you in order to take the actual masks or headdresses that we'll find down here. So we'll hold on to it in case we require them. I can see the spider from here, and I'm pretty sure I can get the angle I would need to hit it. But I think the arrow will fly right through it. It's moving away from us. I think we can kill that when it shows up again. Although I hear another one. I like the idea of killing a spider, and then the other ones pause as they move up to investigate it, which is when Garrett takes advantage of the fact that they're distracted to kill them too. It's like using a decoy to stun something briefly. This also shows that Garrett is quite capable of using shadows and his armament to down people if he so desired. But to my knowledge, it is canon that Garrett always said that killing people is the mark of the amateur, and I don't believe he did kill anyone according to the lore. And there is the fire talisman we are after.
So, this is the Lost City. It's not lost no more.
There are new enemies here, one of which I saw very briefly down to the lower left. Let's see if we can see it. There. There. See that bright flame moving? See that there? Those are fire elementals. We haven't seen these yet. We'll talk more about them when we get closer to them. We cannot make that jump in any way. So we see what we're after, but it's too far away for us to reach. When we're done with the mission, we'll need to leave the Lost City. We will have to come here, to this spot, in order for the mission to end. We thankfully do not have to swim back upwards through the current to leave. Garrett's belief this area wouldn't be lit is apparently being proved false also, given the amount of magma which is down here. Falling into this is death. Stepping into it will damage you significantly, although I think you will survive. Try to avoid putting your toes into magma, though. Up ahead, everyone, Garrett's going to remark on something. He'll say something rather loudly, just a warning. So don't be afraid when he shouts.
How can the keepers keep this place a secret?
It's pretty easy, Garrett. It's been sealed off for a long time. No one was able to get down here. And the knowledge of it, if destroyed, would vanish along with the only entrance to it. Barracks. Interesting. Life activated lights. Since we weren't moving and it showed up. Well, I guess we did drop down there, but I don't think they're motion sensed lights. I want to see if a Burrick walks into this room. Since we did hear one close to us earlier. No. But it was in a different room. I heard another Burrick briefly. Looks like a staircase down there. That's where we started from. Okay, so that's a circular room. The rooms are interconnected. We're not thin enough to fit through these windows. Let's wait here until we hear that one Burrick leave. A lot of movement around us. I don't like that. don't like this large lit up area. That's quite a long run if I want to get across that room. We'll have time to do it. And assuming it's the only berg down here, it won't be too difficult to probably trail it. Let's wait here until it leaves this hallway and goes back around the corner, and then we'll move up to see what else might be up there. I hear multiple barracks. Okay, we're not getting through that. We're going to absolutely be seen trying that. Let's wait here again until the barrack leaves, and we'll check the right-hand passage instead. Just lava. Okay, so there's nothing there. Let's wait here until we hear this barrack leave that room. We can watch the light. It goes to the left when it leaves. A keeper book. Despite hardships, I have welcomed this opportunity to study the city of the precursors. Their society was remarkable, stratified like the bedrock, and seemingly as stable. Above all was the Emperor, a divine figure answerable to none but their gods. Emperors were seldom seen by the common people, and this distance gave rise to a powerful and politically charged bureaucracy. The last emperor, but one, Lotaeri, seems to have been different, an unprecedented man of the people. So we just came out of the library, I suspect.
Anybody home?
Doesn't seem like it, Garrett. Uh-oh. Something got the Burricks mad. It wasn't us. That obviously is the sound of a Burrick on high alert. It will be much more difficult to sneak past this now. We heard some sort of loud sound before the Burrick roar. I think what probably happened was a fire elemental fired at one of them. Fire elementals have a ranged attack. They shoot fire. Burricks can take a hit, though, from such. They're like a champion. And Burricks, because they have a gas attack, can hurt fire elementals. They are not defenseless against them. When this bird goes back towards the left, we will leave and go straight that way and see what may be down there. It's quite a leap, but I see a fire arrow in the second floor of that structure. Three of them. I don't like that slope. We could very easily fail to mantle that and then fall into the magma here. We're not going to climb up that way. I think we're on the other side. We could leap off of this to a safer spot here. We currently are. We'll have to explore the rest of this place from a different angle. Let's stay here for a bit. Until the Burke who walked up after us down that passageway goes back. Here he is now. And now he's turned around. Uh-oh. A Burke is stuck on another Burke, trying to walk towards us. Not allowed to go up there. Doesn't look like there's anything up there anyway. Oh, there might be something on the second floor, though. I don't know how I don't think we can climb up there. Let's try 2 more hops. There is no duck jump in this game. Maybe we can get through that window? No. Okay, so we can't access the floor above this one. Uh-oh. Let's search that little building. I think we can do it. Once that one turns the corner, we'll make our attempt. We could kill these easily. I don't like killing birds if I don't have to. Uh-oh. But if that one's... okay, if that one's stuck on him again, we would have to. Looks like we can get onto the roofs from down that way. So we'll attempt to do that. Exploring this segment of the city at the moment. Want to search that building, we have to distract that Burrick to get it out of the building. I think it can keep whatever secrets or treasures it's holding on to. Nothing up here. can probably make that jump across that magma. That's... I don't know if we're going to find anything worthwhile on the other side except more magma. Before we go over to this side, which we don't know where that goes, let's do that. Actually, we can probably jump across this if we're careful. Uh-oh. We can't fit into that window, so that's pointless. So I think we can. Might be big enough, but I'd hate to find out that that we're a little too fat, so we're not going to do that jump. We could get these without too much trouble. Seven fire arrows. Quite a bit of magma in this area. What the heck happened down here? We're not... I don't get the impression we're that far below the city. We haven't gone down like a mile or something of the sort to my knowledge. Okay. I guess we're going to actually try to make the crawl across this on this side instead. That Burrick is just in an opening, and this is going to really move away from it. So let's see if we can do this jump. I feel like an intruder into Burrick's home here. This isn't a place that humans, have been in for some time. And they should be allowed to keep their homes without us disturbing them. I recognize the sound, but you guys do not. Although it sounds just like fire, it's not magma. That is a fire elemental. It's somewhere on the other side of that wall. I can see the opening. Let's wait here for a bit and see if it floats out. Fire elementals can be snuffed out if they are unaware of you with a single water arrow. They have a keen sense of hearing. Let's see if we can get one of them. One of them? See if we can get it out here. When they're angry, they make that sound that we're currently hearing. That looked rather easy. I cannot begin to explain how nerve-wracking it is dealing with fire elementals. They are very dangerous. We got hit by a fire spell from a Hand Brotherhood mage when we were doing the Hand Brotherhood mission, the mage towers. I can tell you that they are just as painful, half our hit points in a single blast. Like 2 swords here. Someone must... And a quiver of arrows. Quite a few of them, actually. Makes up for the ones we used fighting those spiders earlier. Too high. We can't mantle up there, or here for that matter. So I don't think we can. Yeah, too high. Now for a really difficult jump. We need to land on that platform. The top of that wall. If we overshoot it, we land in magma. The same thing if we undershoot it. And I already did my quick save. The market, or alternatively, where the wheat was grown. Dear Milu, the city is too grand for this unworthy country lass. I visited the Emperor's Colosseum. Such a spectacle! The Colosseum is bigger than our village. The cheer is deafening when they extend the bridge from below the royal balcony. Great doors open, and the combatants enter the battlefield, a raised island in the middle of the arena. Hundreds of magical fires float on the surface of the water. I saw there a gladiator who wrestled with a pair of lions, and the Emperor's son himself tossed him a bag of gold. I will tell you more later. But Sherrick calls. Naza. Sounds like she's probably an indentured servant to this person and working in the city. Or just a servant. I doubt that she's a slave based on the way this is phrased. This is also important to note. Where is it? This part. When they extended the bridge from below the royal balcony. You will see why, I think, in the next episode. Someone made camp here. I don't have a good feeling about this jump. I'm not going to attempt it. Maybe we can find a different way to get over there. And someone made camp here. Oh, hello. There's a keeper book here. We must soon find a supply of water here in the city. The heat from the magma is dehydrating us too quickly. Our water crystals have been saved for emergencies, but we may soon be forced to rely on them. Hopefully the tower is not much further. Hopefully we have not much further to go to the tower. Uh-oh, he's repeating himself. I do that all the time. Oh, I think I saw a fire elemental for half a second there. Yes. Yep, fire elemental. Fast-moving one. I have a really bad feeling about this. But we're gonna try knocking it out. That's either the same... It's either really fast or there's a second one. We really can't afford to miss. But I have no idea if I'm going to be able to one-hit these. Maybe there's another way. To look inside that structure. From a spot they won't expect. This could work. I can see it from here. Okay, yes, this will work. We'll have to wait here for a bit, though, assuming they're not just floating around randomly. Darn it, I missed my chance to get that one. We can't actually shoot that from here. The indentation here that is stopping me from getting the angle that I need. As is the upper wall here. That would have been a good chance, Tim. Cruiser broadhead, but once they're alerted, it looks like 2 water arrows to down one. I'd rather try to kill one of them at least with 1 water arrow. We saw there were 3 others of these things floating around near the fire talisman. So we're going to need at least 3 water arrows. Potentially another one to deal with any ward on the flame talisman is what Garrett's probably thinking. That was... Yes! But the other one will have heard that. Its brother die, and probably come to investigate. It might see us up here. It's looking around, but it doesn't know where we could be. That column is preventing us from shooting it. I don't know if I can waste another water arrow without a guaranteed hit on it. We'll make one more attempt from our vantage point. All right. I think that was both of them. Hopefully there isn't a third. We're going to try to double back now. Oh, we can't double back that way. The tombs. Indeed. They're right here. Too small for someone to be living in this small structure. Actually, I guess not really, but no windows. And what looks like a sealed iron door to them. Probably tombs. And no cracked roof for these either. Alright, everyone. We've been playing for about an hour, though. Why don't we stop here? And in the next episode, it looks like we'll be doing some tomb hopping in order to get across the lava and investigate what might be a larger tomb up ahead, probably for their emperors. So I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching, everyone.